The disability insurance market is showing a pattern every executive should pay attention to. AI systems are compressing buyer attention into a very small set of recommended carriers. In the June 2026 public benchmark, 3 carriers capture more than 80% of the modeled monthly recommendation value across the measured high-intent clusters. That means the commercial battleground has moved upstream. Before a buyer reaches a carrier website, before they talk to an agent, and before they compare detailed policy terms, AI may already have shaped the shortlist. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, a growth strategist and AI discovery analyst. At LLM Authority Index, we study how AI systems shape commercial discovery, especially in high-intent categories where recommendation positioning can directly influence revenue. In disability insurance, the benchmark shows a clear leader pattern. MassMutual leads across all 3 measured buyer stages with 43.5% valid recommendation coverage. It appears in 56.1% of all observations, earns a top 3 position in 35.6% of cases, and is ranked first in 17.1% of responses. Northwestern Mutual and Mutual of Omaha form the second tier. Both are consistently present, both earn meaningful recommendation coverage, and both maintain strong positive sentiment. The important point is that AI systems are creating ordered recommendations, not loose awareness lists. Buyers asking for help choosing a provider are being shown a narrowed category. This is where many visibility dashboards can become misleading. A carrier can appear in an AI response and still fail to earn recommendation credit. A mention may help awareness, but a ranked positive shortlist position is much closer to commercial influence. Aflac is the clearest warning sign in the benchmark. It has major brand recognition in insurance, yet appears in only 6.5% of observations and earns valid recommendations in just 2.5% of cases. The report puts that in stark terms. For every 40 appearances in AI outputs, Aflac earns a recommendation only once. That gap matters because AI discovery is not measuring who buyers have heard of. It is measuring which carriers' AI systems are comfortable advancing when a buyer asks for guidance. The benchmark separates disability insurance prompts into 3 public high-intent clusters: consideration, evaluation, and decision. In the consideration stage, buyers are asking for best providers. This is where AI systems introduce names before a formal shortlist exists. In the evaluation stage, buyers are comparing carriers on specific attributes. This is the highest value public cluster in the benchmark, with a modeled opportunity value of $13.3 million. In the decision stage, buyers are looking at pricing and cost. This cluster carries the highest buyer stage multiplier because the buyer is closer to choosing. MassMutual leads all 3 stages. Northwestern Mutual and Mutual of Omaha also hold their ground across the funnel. That consistency is strategically important. It means the same small group is being reinforced from initial discovery through final comparison. The report points to citation architecture as a key reason recommendation power is concentrating. AI platforms retrieve and rank carriers based on public evidence. That includes official carrier content, comparison articles, review platforms, community discussions, and regulatory transparency signals. The carriers with broader and more consistent evidence layers appear to be easier for AI systems to retrieve, compare, and recommend with confidence. MassMutual's performance suggests strong source coverage across buyer intent levels. Northwestern Mutual's 0 negative observations point to very clean public framing and comparison context. Mutual of Omaha's broad observation volume suggests wide recognition across the public evidence layer. This is exactly where simple AI visibility reporting can miss the real commercial story. The real issue is whether the public evidence layer supports recommendation ranking when the buyer is asking a decision stage question. The benchmark also shows that brand equity does not automatically convert into AI shortlist power. Aflac is visible enough to be recognized, but the system does not consistently advance it as a top disability insurance recommendation. The report also shows the lowest net sentiment score in the category for Aflac, with negative framing tied to pricing and coverage limitations in comparison prompts. Guardian shows the opposite issue. It has limited visibility, but when included, it earns the highest average rank in the data set. That suggests its recommendation quality is strong, while its reach across the source ecosystem is constrained. These are different strategic problems. One carrier needs to address negative comparison framing. Another needs broader source expansion. Both problems are invisible if the only metric is whether the brand appeared. The leadership takeaway is simple. In disability insurance, AI discovery is already acting like a shortlist gatekeeper. The winners are not merely the carriers with awareness, they are the carriers with enough public evidence, positive framing, and citation depth to be recommended repeatedly across high-intent prompts. For CMOs and growth leaders, the operating question is recommendation control. Which prompts do you win? Where do you appear without advancing? Which sources shape the answer? If you want to understand how AI is actually positioning your company in buyer conversations, that's exactly what we analyze at LLM Authority Index.